Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Luke Monster, and today we're going to be reviewing the Star Wars The Black Series Duels and Darth Vader from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. And I am currently losing my voice, so I do apologize, but the show must go on, and we have this amazing figure review. So looking at this guy straight in the package, look at that amazing face sculpt. Obviously, we're going to get into that in just a second, but looking at the mural artwork too, oh my gosh, that mural is so freaking cool. You have the Hayden Christensen head there sticking through the battle-damaged mask, and it just looks so good. Flipping around to the back, we do have the bio. You can pause and read it if you would like, but it is number 15 in the Obi-Wan Kenobi line, and of course we do have that amazing mural artwork there as well. And that's about it for the package. So let's go ahead, crack this guy open, and take a closer look. And here is Vader out of the box. And I just want to come out and say this right away. This might be one of my favorite figures of all time, hands down. This figure completely blew away my expectations. They really could have just put no effort into this. They have the Return of the Jedi head sculpt that they could have used underneath the helmet. They could have used the Kenobi body or the A New Hope body, and instead they made a whole brand new torso. They used a brand new Hayden Christensen head, which is accurate to the scene, and they really went the extra mile, adding a ton of detail into this figure, and it really shows because this is an incredible figure. So let's go ahead, take him off of the spinny stand, and take a closer look. So obviously on this figure, the real selling point here is all of the battle damaged features on Vader, and he looks incredible. Look at all of the detail and sculpting that went into this battle damaged helmet. It really does look incredible. We have that Hayden Christensen face underneath, and it is a full head sculpt underneath. Now, you cannot remove the helmet, which I think is okay because I don't think you really need to remove the helmet, but you can really see the detail that they put into that sculpt. And of course, even like the top of the helmet and the top of the head, you can see the scar and the big gash along the helmet. Like, there's a ton of detail in there, and it looks incredible. And then this is also a brand new torso mold here, and so we do have this brand new battle damaged like control box here too. Some nice paint and detail on that, and as you can see, it does have obviously those big gashes on it too. And that is actually not the only new sculpting. We do have a nice gash here along the cape, but if you pull away the fabric here, there's a big gash on his back as well, which is interesting. But that's not the only damage on the cape. Obviously, the cape here does have a bunch of torn, tattered bits, which I'm a little nervous about, just because I feel like some of these are on like really loosely. You pull it too much and it'll tear right off. I guarantee it. But love the detail there. And yeah, it's just really nice. Now, I did want to compare this to the 40th anniversary Vader from Return of the Jedi, and as you can see, these are brand new gloves on this version of Vader, which is really nice. And I think because of these gloves, these gloves, which I believe are the same gloves as any other glove we've gotten on Vader, so this is the new glove on the newer Vader here, the Duels End. But I think because like the cuff kind of is a little bit more in, he gets a better range of articulation at the elbow, which is really nice. So as of right now, this is the best articulated Vader we've ever gotten in the line. And speaking of articulation, at the head, he does have a ball joint, so he gets a ton of motion there. A little bit of side to side, and then of course a lot of up and down, left and right. The arms should be able to go up into a T-pose, but I think the problem there is that the fabric here is kind of getting pulled under the joint, and so because of that, it kind of hinders the articulation there. So that is a little bit of a problem, but it also can go all the way around, essentially, as well. We already looked at the elbows, but nice elbow articulation. No wrist swivel, or no, like, cuff swivel, which is a little unfortunate, but the wrist does have a swivel, and then both of the wrists have vertical hinges on this one, which is great for dual-handed lightsaber posing, so really happy with that. And, of course, he does have the butterfly joints as well, which is nice, so really happy that they give him a new torso with those butterfly joints. And then as far as the legs go, you know, normal legs that we've gotten in every single Vader before. Normal thigh cut, pinless legs. I'm not going to go over articulation of the legs just because we've gotten these legs so many times before. Anyway, first up for comparisons, we do have the Kenobi Vader on the right and the 40th Return of the Jedi Vader on the left. Now, I will do a full comparison of every single Vader we have in the line later this week, so if you are interested in that, make sure to stick around for that video. But all three of these guys look great, and honestly, like I said, out of all these three, this one might be not just my favorite Vader of all time, but one of my favorite figures of all time. So I was actually wrong before. Before was the Empire Strikes Back Vader on the right. On the right this time is the Kenobi Vader, so I do apologize for the mistake there. But on the left, we do have the brand new Starkiller, and oh my gosh, I love Starkiller, especially next to the Battle Damaged Vader. This is a super cool pairing, and this is probably how I'm going to display it on the shelf. Vader next to Starkiller here, because it would look super cool. Next up, since this Vader does have a Hayden Christensen face sculpt, here are the only other two versions of Hayden Christensen we have in the line. We have Force Ghost Anakin on the left, and Return of the Jedi Anakin on the, Revenge of the Sith Anakin on the right. Looking great together here, and honestly, this Vader Hayden Christensen might be the best face sculpt for Hayden Christensen we have in the line so far, which is kind of crazy to think about, but yeah, looking great together. No, obviously this is from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, so we have to compare him next to some Obi-Wan. So on the left, we have the final dual Jabeam Obi-Wan, and then on the right, we have just the standard Wandering Jedi. Both look great here. I do have to say that Jabeam Obi-Wan, though, is looking really, really nice. This is the version that Vader and Obi-Wan duel with in that outfit, so we'll definitely have to get this guy into some nice poses with Vader, but they are looking really cool together. And then last up for comparisons, we do have some standard troopers. On the right, we do have the Kenobi Purge Trooper, which I absolutely love. I love the look of that Purge Trooper so much, especially next to Vader. The red and black of the Purge Trooper complements the red lightsaber of Vader so well. And overall, they just look great together. And then, of course, we have the white Stormtrooper on the left, which I absolutely love as well. They're looking great together, and this is definitely one you're going to want to pose with some troops because they look so good next to the Battle Damaged Vader. And, of course, here is a nice dueling pose as well. This has got to be one of the coolest figures I've ever gotten in the line. So yeah, overall, I absolutely love this figure. Like I said, it's by far in the running for top 10 of 2023. And like I said, it might be in the running for top 10 of all time. I absolutely love the figure. It is incredible. The battle damage on the helmet with a Hayden Christensen face is one of the coolest things I've ever seen, especially in the Black series. With the battle damaged chest box and other battle damaged pieces on this figure, it's just a really, really cool one to have in the line. It's one that we've been wanting for a long time, far before Kenobi even came out, back whenever this happened in Rebels. And so to finally have a figure like this in hand, it's crazy. So out of everything, like, I think my biggest problem is that they just didn't update the legs, but I think for what this is supposed to be, the legs get the job done, and so I'm not complaining too much about it. So if you guys did enjoy, hit the like button and subscribe. I easily give this a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, and yeah, if you guys want a Vader, this is definitely one you should get. So if you did enjoy, hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.